first corner is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as we get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for Split 2 with a great start from the front runners at the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field in behind. Another old lead from through 1 already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Dowling. Mazzaroli was flying up the front already as well. Phase there. Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Labouring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 17 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. We're not going to stop. Sean Ratcliffe by now as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway. James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Dolphin and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, Sinka. Off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punched him straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Championship, brought to you by SRW TV and the SRW Leagues. We are at a very, very special place, actually a place I was at 2 weeks ago doing some driver training. We are down at Sandown Raceway, down in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, Victoria. For those of you who haven't been down there, it is a spectacular place, and the doggies, not the doggies, but the horsies run around there as well. There were rumours that it was going to be turned into a new housing development, but I have since heard otherwise, that it may not happen. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we won't lose another track like we have in the past in other parts of the state and other states, i.e. Oran Park and others that have disappeared over the last decades. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a spectacular run tonight. We are in for a 60-minute haul. So that means when we do the beautiful, fantastic qualifying that you will see from these guys on Sandown, it will go to 15 minutes plus the extra time when they cross the line, so it won't chop off like it normally does. We are expecting a little bit of drizzle. We don't know if it's going to be during the rain during the race, or whether it's just going to be qualifying and tapering off, but we will see it and we will enjoy it. There's a little bit of fog around and a little bit of fun. We are in Melbourne weather. I am freezing my beeps off, whereas the boys in Queensland are hot as hell. In the box downstairs, we've got Kobe, who told me it's 30 plus degrees, and James Scott. I'm not sure how hot it is where you are right now, mate, but welcome to the booth.
Yeah, it's actually starting to get pretty cold as we're getting into our winter here in the States. So especially since I live in a northern state that gets a lot of snow, I can't wait. Nice. But yeah,
heaps of big shovels for the snow to get out the front doorsteps, and a surprise in the morning when you can't get the doors open. Yes.
Yep, and a whole lot of rock salt to where you can make 5 steps without falling on your height quarter region.
Yeah, I can imagine that. No wonder the cars all die up that end of the world with all the rust that is coming from that salt during the winter months. But let's have a quick look at the ladders as Kobe got them downstairs and go through it. Ladies and gents, the standings for the SRW V8 Supercar Tuesday night standings for the AMS. We've got Scotty Weston from EWT Racing at 235 points in first place. Chrissy Tomlin from LCR in second place. Di Feldman performing very well as she's joined the team at Performance Sim Racing. She is only 1 point behind Chris Tomlin. So great performance there from her. Fourth place is Brett Taylor from EWT. EWT in the AMS is doing extremely well. Mason Martin from Pacific Esports in fifth. Michael Quash, TMX Transform in sixth place. Robert Baxter, 007 CX2 Reality Charter in seventh place, and Reg James from WKMP Sim Sports in eighth. Liam Amos Sim Racing Brotherhood in ninth. Alan Mazzaroli Tulip Racing 10th. Martin Lipsky Tulip Racing in 11th. Marty Hughes Pacific Esports Racing in 12th. John Van Ray WKMP Sim Sports in 13th. Stevie Martin Pacific Esports in 14th. Aaron Smith the Privateer in 15th, and Jack Alsey from Placebo International Sim Sports in 16th place. That rounds up your AMS for us at the moment. We are getting close to the qualifying starting, so I'll make this fairly quick. In the Pro-Am standings at the moment, we have Blake Urquhart, Pacific Esport Racing in first place. Brandon Levin in second place. Travis Daly, WKMP in third. Chris Blanchard of WKMP Sim Sports in fourth. Daniel Clutterbuck from TMX Transformers. Had to put that in. Jacob Trainer from Sim Racing Brotherhood in sixth. Pete Sattler from Angry Birds in seventh. Craig Healy in EWT Racing in eighth place. Tim Miles, SRB in ninth. Andrew Cowan, Performance Sim Racing in 10th. Let's flick it across. You can see the rest of those boys. Ernie Toff, John Geller, Mitch Noble, David Clough, all coming through. And at the pointy end of the pros, we have got qualifying starting, so we'll rush through this. James Scott has got himself the lead by 30 points from Lukey Page. He is in the privateers and is doing extremely well in second place. Ryan Mueller, Pacific Esport Racing, in third place, a further 4 points behind. So very, very close across the top 5. Billy Mole, WKMP Sim Sports, is 4 points behind in fourth. Ryan Leonards from Phoenix Racing Team in fifth. William Morgan, Pacific Esports, in sixth. Peter Pavlovich in Pacific Esports in seventh. Will Buchanan from AITT Revolution E-Racing in ninth. Jax Nova Project C2 is in ninth place. Jace Douglas Murray Performance in 10th, and Blake Warboys in 11th. That is a great bunch of drivers there, and we're going to see a massive, massive battle here tonight, folks. We've already seen James Scott rip up a 107.870 in practice. Let's see how the qualifying goes for all these lads out there. Any early predictions, Mr. Watson?
Well, the forecast. I predict much chaos, calamity, fear, sadness, shrieking, and that's just going to be for me. That's not even factoring in the drivers.
The shrieking that we do hear every now and again in the background when we see an accident and we're not aware of what's going on because it's not on the main screen. You hear Mr. Watson going, "Oh!" I love it. I love it. Will Buchanan's on the main screen at the moment. He is tearing it up for us and putting on a show. Oh, one of the Murray boys is there off the track in the last corner. But looks like the rear ends of some of these cars are already squirming around a little bit under duress as they're putting the foot down coming out of the corners. Got to be very careful the pit exit here tonight. The drivers that are coming out on track during qualifying, the drivers on track have right of way. During the race, it is the drivers exiting the pit that has the right of way. So we'll see how these guys travel because the pit exit and entrance are very tricky. I wouldn't say very tricky, but we have seen incidents come of them.
Yeah, not tricky, but can get pretty silly at times.
Yeah. 100%. Scott is set up the 107.932 at the moment at the pointy end, doing extremely well. Di Feldman is she's improving dramatically, man. She's really loving the new team life with the boys at Performance Sim Racing.
Yeah, it's great to see. She's shown herself as a serious contender for the AMS title.
She just missed out on it last season as well, so third bite of the cherry could be a good one for her. Ryan Leonard has gone straight to the pointy end there with James Scott with 108.131. James Scott's just fixed his time up again. As you can see, Di Feldman coming around with Brandon Levin chasing her down, getting the drag where he can. In that beautiful Team SRW Motorsports livery. I do enjoy this track, being out there as a driver on this track. I told you there was going to be those alls.
James Scott ended up hitting the inside wall pretty hard.
On the way into the pits?
No, he was like on the straightaway.
Oh, okay. He's coming in and out now. He's got himself back on track. What do we got here at the moment on track? We've got Will Buchanan going for it. A lot of guys going in and out. Oliver Patterson, Alex Zekas. Alex Zekas is in 8th place at the moment, so doing extremely well. Car 12 has just called something in. Who is car 12? I don't know that number off the top of my head. There it is. What?
Mole. Billy Mole.
Oh, Billy Mole. I should know that number really well. Okay, so that is Michi Noble. He has a end of grid. So he'll start from the end of the grid for the main race for towing without permission last weekend. Let's have a look at how much these guys are attacking some of these curbs. It's amazing how they control these things. Look at this, inside, bang, right, bang. Hit the curb here just nicely, get it in over this curb, touch that curb, use it, create those curbs on the outside as a bit of a camber for themselves as they're flying down this straight, one of the fastest parts of the track. They get all the way to top gear across here, coming around to the right because it takes a little kick to the left, and then all of a sudden you have got yourself in a braking zone. Get that car as straight as possible, brake here, try as possible, under the gears, bang, 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 tucking across the apex, and off you go again. Then this next corner is really tricky and really crucial. They've got to get this combination right. Heading out wide, cut it in across there, tight to the left, open it up now as fast as you can so you can get as much pace coming down the main straight. So that exit is critical for the fast boys and the medium pace boys so they don't get overtaken at the base end of this straight to the first corner.
Yeah, this track is incredible. You know, you look at the layout itself and it's kind of, you know, plain and unassuming. It really doesn't look like much, but you actually get on track and experience the corners, and it's really quite difficult and in a really fun way.
Yeah. The combinations of the left and rights, it really means you got to start your first apex properly and get it all the way through, and make sure you hit those apexes going bang, bang, bang all the way through. That entrance exit there during the race is going to be critical. We'll see cars get in the way of each other. Getting this here as well is tight. We've got Leonage on screen now, the young master. Let's see how he tackles this corner. Takes the bumps all the way. His car settles very quickly over the bumps. You see that? It doesn't bounce a lot, and he again just touches that outside edge of that what do you call it? Edge of the road.
Curb.
Good, that's it. Oh my god! And just use it as a bit of a lean against. Again, that bit there, they'll travel across the whole curb. Looking good. Mr. Leonage is on here for a really good lap at the moment, nice and clean. This is important here, getting this right and getting the foot down nice and early. Let's see how he goes as he comes across the line. Has he improved his time or has he not? He has just gone 107.932. We are talking 2 100s between James Scott and Leonage has taken the top step with a 107.910. James Scott is a 107.932. So some great work there. Both of them in the sevens. Nobody else has hit the sevens as we go. Bring on the rain. Chop says, good evening, guys. Another great race tonight. Good luck to everyone. Mr. Dead, I like Ryan also. And Grandma Lee is also there cheering on Ryan as usual. Race control, car 84, pit lane start for impeding. Car 84 would be a driver who is Di Feldman. Oh, naughty Di. There you go. James Scott is just coming across the line. Let's see how he's gone. He slowed it down. He wasn't happy with it. No, he was happy with it. He came across the 107.753. That's a cracking bit of pace there. He's taken 3 tenths or 2.5 tenths off Round Leonage's time there. So the throwdowns are happening. These boys are throwing it down against each other. Okay, so what we're going to see now is this is going to be 039 has got himself an unsafe rejoin penalty starting from the pit lane. What we're seeing here, the battle at the pointy end, Mr. Watson, is purely because there's a really good advantage. If you can get yourself out front, this track is really hard to pass on with the level of quality these guys will have in the top 10. So they want to get themselves a good spot out and away from any carnage that may happen through those back corners.
Yeah, and if the predicted forecast is anything to go off of as well, it will also be really hard to pass in those conditions as well.
Yeah, that's going to take us to a whole new level of pain. Let's
It
see what the
sure
forecast
is.
looks like at the moment. Well, during practice, there is no forecast for rain as we speak. It looks like it's going to be windy. There's a 20k wind at the moment, blowing to the southwest by the look of it. So that would be on that track. I don't know.
Yeah,
be
I
across
don't
the
see
track.
anything on the horizon.
Yeah. Here we go. 3 minutes to go. And we have got some cracking times. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warren and Brown V8 Supercar Championship qualifying is 3 minutes to go. And we've got James Scott, got himself up the pointy end, the 107.53 on that previous lap. Then Ryan Leonard with the 107.910. In third place, Troy Stonestreet's got himself up the pointy end. Good to see Stoney out there with some epic pace with a 108.069. Ryan Mueller, where we expect him to be, he's usually around fourth, third and fifth, and he's done extremely well getting himself up there with the 108.141. His teammate, Will Buchanan, that's the wrong Will. Will Buchanan from Revolution IRacing is in fifth place. Jace Douglas has got himself up the pointy end for Murray Performance in sixth place. Travis Daly for WKMP in seventh. Oliver Peterson from WKMP Sim Sports in eighth. Blake Urquhart from Esports Racing in ninth, and John Gallen in 10th. Brandon Levin from Team SRW in 11th. And what do we got? Ryan Nielsen, Billy Mole, Alec Tzadikis, Stevie Banks, Chris Blanchard, Luke Page, Scotty Weston, Jax Nova, and Pete Sattler in your top 20, as we see Brett Taylor bite the dust and hit some dirt up into the air. Ultimate Chop says easy to pass in the rain because most people will fly off the track. Oh dear, hopefully not. Hopefully not. All right. I can get my SDK back up on the screen. That'll be awesome. There it is. Whoop, whoop, there it is. Mr. Buchanan having a great crack. We are down to the last minute. So anyone that wants to be out there needs to be out on that track now so they can get their open lap on and start their final lap, because they want to be crossing that line before the 15-minute timer expels itself. Who we got crossing the line at the moment? I reckon Will. No, he won't be able to make it around. This will be his final lap as he comes through. Will Buchanan is coming across in fifth place. Will he be able to improve on that and take it further? He's on the bottom screen as we've got Daniel Clutterbuck coming across the back end. Here comes, Buchanan's pulled the pit on that lap. He's gone all the way in. Blake Urquhart is tackling that track with immense passion and taking all the bumps he can as he's coming through. And we've got the TMX car of, which one of the boys is that? That's Michael Quash, I think, coming through there. We've got a few Pelicans coming through. Quashi's coming through the back end now. Doing extremely well. Ryan Mueller still out on track as well. He's got himself in there. So let's see how he goes. He is coming across the back corner now. Coming through the hard right. Under brakes, the tight left-hander. He's setting himself up for the final few corners. And there are the boys crossing across the track. That was Ryan, Blake Urquhart and Stevie Banks coming across. Urquhart in sixth place. Stevie Banks in ninth. Here comes Brandon Levin as he comes across the line to get his final time in. Has he had an improvement? No, he hasn't. He's gone 2/10 faster than previous. We've got Ryan Mueller coming through the final corners now. Let's see if he will be able to improve. He's currently sitting in fourth place and flying down the back end. John Gallen's still out on track as well, but I think that's about it from all the people. Here he comes across the line, and will Mueller improve? He's got himself... No, he hasn't. He's done a 108.355. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the last few cars on tracks from the TMX car of Kwashi. He's got no more time left at all. So we have got James Scott from the Chiefs sitting in pole position with a 107.713. Cracking bit of work there from him. Ryan Leonage from Phoenix Racing's team has got himself up there with a 107.910, about just under 2/10 of a gap between the two. Troy Stonestreet's got himself up the pointy end for a change, which is great to see. He's been having a lot of bad luck in the series so far, so good to see how he goes out there tonight in third place. Ryan Mueller is only like 1/10 behind him in fourth place. Will Buchanan is in fifth. Blake Urquhart from Pacific on your screen. Blake Urquhart from PER in sixth place. Jace Douglas from Murray Performance in seventh. Travis Daly in eighth. Stevie Banks from PER in ninth. Oliver Patterson, privateer, in 10th place. Then as we go down the grid, because the grid is huge, we've got Billy Mole from WKMP in 11th, Jax Nova in 12th, John Gallen PER in 13th, Brandon Levin from Team SAW in 14th, Ryan Nielsen Privateer in 15th, Alex Zekas from Murray Performance Racing in 16th, Peter Pav from PER in 17th, Chris Blanchard, WKMP in 18th, Lukey Page in 19th, Scotty Weston from EWT in 20th. In 21st, we've got Pete Sadler. In 22nd, David Duddle. In 23rd, Mason Martin. 24th, Brett Taylor from EWT. 25th, Michael Quash from TMX. 26th is Daniel Clutterbuck from TMX. 27th place is Ernie Toff. 28th is Jeremy Bush. 29th is Chris Tomlin from LCR. 30th is Jordan Williams. And the list keeps going, folks. We have got in 31st place, Jacob Trainer from SRB. 32nd place, Matt Daly. 33rd, Andrew Cowan from Performance Sim Racing. 34th, Tim Miles. 35th, Martin Hughes from PER. 36th, Martin Lipsky from Tulip Racing. 37th, Rez James from WKMP. 38th, Craig Healy from EWT. 39th, Alan Mazzaroli from Tulip Racing. 40th place, John Van Ree from WKNP. And it still goes on, viewers. 41st, Liam Amos from SRB. 42nd, Di Fellman from Performance Sim Racing. 42nd is Aaron. 43rd is Aaron Smith. 44th is Blake Warboys from WKNP. And we see a few people that are left there. Mitchie Noble is starting from the rear of grid. And tonight we've got our race director out there, Greg Barbs, and with him was... I just blew my mind and didn't see it. Who was it? Tyson McAvoy is down there with him, yeah, and Kev Wakefield on there. Oh, look at me, I'm on 49th place, Steve Sinkovich. Oh, tell you what, this is going to be an absolute cracker. Billy Mole praying I can get through the real crook. Through really crook. Okay, Jamie Norman Schultz, good luck, Chop. Ray Douglas, bit of rain, sort out the cream from the dreams. Okay, Murray boys, you must feed them well tonight, Ray. He's smoking. Ray Douglas, Popeye Tucker. He's had some spinach. Oh, I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gridding up. Mr. Watson, any late predictions, mate? What are you thinking?
Well, if the weather prediction is anything to go off of, I don't think we're actually going to be getting rain.
No, I don't think so.
That's why you never trust weather people.
No, never trust weather people. We've got them here, mate. We had Rob's Gel. We've got other ones doing them as well now. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are not too far off. The clock's ticking 3.22. It's just about to go wild. We are here Tuesday night at Sandown Raceway in the Warren Brown V8 Supercars Championship, and we are off. We are green, green, green. Everyone's got off to a fantastic start. Have a look at Ryan Leonage and James Scott coming through the corner 2x2. Leonage has got not much room there, but Scott has taken the pointy end already. There seems to be a little bit of dust in the background, but we'll keep going. Eyes. James Scott takes it around. Beautiful. Oh, Leonardo's just lost the rear end. He's lost the rear end in the corner of the pin rights. And we have got turn 4. It's got a barrage of cars coming to a standstill. Have a look at this. This is Birch Street, Melbourne. Safety car has been called. Safety.
Oh, wow.
Safety car has been called. Race control has said, guys, take yourself in an orderly fashion. Do not take advantage. Oh, look at that. Leonard facing the wrong way. Leonard can move there now. He's got no cars coming through. He can probably move himself forward. They're waiting for him. There he is. Yep, so he's got to get himself left and right. We're doing the almost doing the Austin Powers back and forth movement there, trying to get moving. But this is the thing with such a big grid, such a tight track, and such close times that you get stuck. You're in a big trouble. Jace Douglas tried to avoid the collision, and now, unfortunately for Jace, he is going to end up last. I hope his car's not damaged. He did just touch the front. He just touched the front of the fence and just got out in front of the safety car. All right, so you can see the damage is on the left-hand side where the panel is bulging out. But, man, that was lucky for him then.
Yeah, and lucky that he had enough time to get back around and get back on the lead lap with everyone. But, boy, could you imagine if it was raining?
Oh, yeah. None of those cars would have stopped. We were very, very lucky. I think Leonard's rotated that on his own, didn't he?
He did. It was a very,
cold tyres,
characteristic mistake.
Yeah, cold tyres took him around, and I think everyone did really well to avoid contact. The Jace has touched the front wall, so I don't think he's got too much damage. But one thing he's going to have an advantage of is he's going around there in full pace. He's going to have nice warm tyres by the time he catches the back of the field, and he'll be gobbling up those back cars for the first 2 laps because they're going to be coming up to temp, whereas he'll be at temp. So he's got the power and the skills to make his way through there. He's just got to be very careful that he doesn't do something too zealous and end up in the wall or end up in an incident and cost himself those hot tyres.
Going to be at max speed when the green flag comes out.
Oh, yeah. We're going around one more time. You can see the safety car has just passed the pit lane exit. Wow. That was quite epic.
A lot.
Warboys actually started from the back, so he must have missed qualifying altogether. That's what happens when you work hours and you got a little family.
But yeah, like you were saying, it's remarkable considering that we had a track blocker that we didn't get any cars absolutely nuked.
Yeah. God. Well, we saw it last. Was it last week at Belle Isle? Yeah, I went through that video last night as part of our race control processes, and yeah. And some of the driving into that incident, yes, a few people got a warning for that last night. All right, safety cars pulled away. James Scott has got the leaders, and we'll see how we track through there. Have a look at the grid. This is amazing. The amount of cars on track, I think it's 42 or 43. James will go when he seems fit to go. I think once the safety car's been called in. I don't think the safety car's in the pits just yet. There he goes. He's in pit lane. James Scott has got control of the field now, and he is able to go when he wants. So let's see. I would probably go about now. He is gone. He is gone. He's taken it off. He's followed my advice. He's tried to get away as quick as possible. Ryan Mueller and Blake Urquhart, Billy Miles, Stevie Banks all followed through very, very quickly. He didn't get a jump on them at all. They were all expecting it, just like I did. But 4/10 is a nice gap to get out in front. He has got his main opponents working very hard to get back. I can't see where Leonard is in 43rd place. He's got a big... Wow.
Mother mercy.
But it's a long race, and we're talking fuel strategies here as well. So he can do something very powerful from there, and so can Blake Warboys. I've seen Blake Warboys come from the back of the field and do extremely well. As we see Peter Pav taking the inside line, he's fighting it there with the boys beside him.
Whoa! Big sideways.
BER. Good work there, getting that out clean. Great bit of work. 2x2, we've got the Murray Performance vehicle there of Jace Douglas in behind Ryan Leonards by the look of it. Yes, he is. And beside him, I think that is... no idea. Look at that TMF car. You've got to be careful of that entry. He's just come in side by side there with Douglas, but he's backed off. He's done the right thing. But Warboys is there as well, coming through in his sexy green chrome livery. I love the rear end of that where it looks all torn up. Travis Daly from WKMP, Warboys teammates, is down the back there as well, coming through with Douglas, Leonard, Pavlovic and Page. They're having a great bit of tussle down there. There's still a bit of a battle coming out. 201 has called something in at lap 5. Yep.
That is Ryan Nielsen. Yeah, Ryan Nielsen has some significant damage on the front. That nose is center punched.
Yeah, definitely.
See?
Oh, what happened there?
That's the replay of what happened to Nelson. Oh, man. He got hit by one of the Pelicans and got just hooked.
It looked like the Pelican. It looked like there was a massive, like a massive net code just coming out of nowhere when I was just looked at it just then. But let's have another look at it. The Pelican's rear end just lost his rear end, coming off the very tip of the curb there, where it goes into the gravel. Oh man, that was unpredictable. That just was a big slip and slide out of nowhere. All right, so we are back in the fun part. We're in an hour race tonight, viewers, so there's a lot of racing to do. We are down to 50 minutes already, so 10 minutes has gone through. We have seen a lot of action coming through the top end, but we've got James Scott leading them out with Ryan Mueller in second place, 1.2 seconds behind. Blake Urquhart, 4 seconds behind him as well. Here we go, a bit of a replay of another incident. We've got Lipsky on the outside. Oh, we've got 2 Tulip cars involved here.
No.
Look at Lipsky got hooked. Oh my God, look at this. Boys is not going to be happy with that one.
David Duddle just absolutely demolished.
Look at that. Oh, look, have a look at that car that slowed down. He managed to get away through that without us being touched at all.
Also, look how close Leonage got to being involved in this.
Man, that was okay. Bit of rap on the knuckles there for 039. Who is 039?
David Duddle. He was the one that
Yes.
absolutely creamed the Tulip car.
Yeah,
He is
Duddle's
upset, and I can't blame him.
Yep. He look, it is what it is. It's racing. Yeah, stuff happens out there. That's why racing is so much fun, because it's unpredictable. Things will go left and right. So yeah, what can you do? But I mean, coming through the back line, did you see that one car slowed right down and avoided all that incident, and then the other cars that were traveling at pace did not come off very well at all. James Scott is coming through here. We see Ryan Mueller at the moment being chased down by hang on, that's not Ryan Mueller, that's Travis Daly down the back end of the field. Correction by Steve there. Come on, SDK. What the hell is wrong with you? These boys are traveling at such pace that SDK can't even keep up. Miss Frankie looking good. Ryan P2. Ryan's doing a solid job. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with strategies and fuel like that. Will Ryan be thinking about a fuel strategy at the moment? He knows that Scott's faster. A strategy is going to be a way of getting around that.
Oh, someone going around. Jordan Williams going around. Oh, and another car going around as well.
Jeremy Bush.
Jeremy Bush.
Oh, he's in the wall. Oh,
did
more.
someone hit?
Get off the racing line. Get off the racing line. Get off the racing line. Oh, man, you're coming off an incident. Don't stay on the racing line. That's just asking for more trouble.
Also, who was the EW? I think he got hit later by one of the EWT cars. I'm not sure who it was, but there is... That Mustang is killed. Let's see. Oh, no.
Oh, what's he doing?
No.
Oh, that's just
What?
stupid.
Why?
And then stay on the race line as well.
And then...
Oh, mate, he's going to get some mega penalties. I can tell you that right now. Doing he could have gone the other way, away from the track and rotate around. Yeah, I think Jordy Williams is going to get himself a hat full of penalties for those two moves.
He had all that open runoff next to the track.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you use it?
You don't do a flick turn onto the track. You do it away from the track.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
The more you watch it.
Barbs is losing it downstairs because people are not holding comms and not letting them absorb the information, calling stuff in and wanting to give descriptions as well, instead of just saying, yeah, this is car 55, lap 10, corner 5. That's what they've got to say. And everyone's trying to give them a full description of what's going on.
Let me tell you, I feel so bad for Greg and the stewarding team these first couple weeks of the season, because mother of mercy have they had a lot to deal with. They are pretty done with everything.
Yeah, they have. They've had a lot to deal with. It looks like at the moment we've got Ryan Mueller teaming up with one of his teammates and doing the smart thing. These guys are drifting each other, saving fuel, doing a very good team idea, trying to get themselves back up the pointy end and, yeah, get into the fight. There must be a back marker behind him because Billy Mole is in third place and Buchanan. Who is that back marker behind him?
Is that... I think it's Urquhart.
It's Urquhart? Is he a lap down? Okay. Good to see you barracking for Ryan Mueller, Miss Frankie. Sharing the love.
Yeah, it's Urquhart. It's weird seeing Urquhart in a Camaro, honestly. I'm used to him being in a Mustang.
Ah, there it goes. Bottom screen is having a bit of a tuffle as well there. We've got Cowan and Alex Zazikis having a great little battle there with the boys around them. We've got Marty Hughes, Blanchard, James, all going for it. Look at the battles are everywhere as we can see them. Oh, here we go. R32 got himself a drive through. Martin Lipsky, that was the incident we saw across the front straight.
Yeah, I wonder if he was the one that was broadside and kind of rolled back, which really accelerated that. Yeah, you would have liked to seen a little more holding of the brakes than that. I think it would have been a lot less costly if that if that was displayed.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh,
Di
is that
Feldman.
making it- Oh,
I think that was Di Feldman. She's just hit Blake Warboys in the rear end. He's not going to be a happy camper, I tell you that right now. That was not a good move coming through there. Very... What? No. Why was she trying to... Was that Di that hit him? What was she thinking
Yeah.
going in there? That move wasn't on. Was she just trying to avoid contact and had missed her break point? Because it was a unusual turn through there as we watched the boys coming through. Oh, she's stuck in the fence. She can't get off the fence. She's stuck. The wheels are spinning. Oh, no, I've had that happen before, and it is not a fun thing. I'm just going down the bottom screen. No, she's got herself loose, and she's trying to get back on track. At least she's done the flick spin on the grass, not on the black stuff. As there's the leaders coming past, she's got to be very careful now. She's got herself up at the pointy end of the track. So a big thing tonight for the rest of this race is going to be back markers. Back markers around here, really hard to get out of the way. So it's going to be a tough one. So we've got James Scott in the front, leading out by Ryan Mueller, following by Billy Mole, then Blanchard. It is a tough one. Look at Martin Lipsky here on the outside. Got, I think that's Travis. Here we go. Another penalty. Oh, he's done that on his own. Oh, 099, Jace Douglas. That was the other incident we saw him involved in. He's got himself a drive-through for that. That was the second incident. The first one was his own rotation. Oliver Peterson going. I like the gold WKMP livery. That looks pretty special. And the cars are looking second-hand. There's a lot of second-hand cars out there at the moment. All right, we finally have SDK very close to where it should be, but not quite. I've still got Marty Hughes down the pointy end and Craig Healy, so it's not quite working as possible yet. But ladies and gentlemen, we have got these boys out there just like gladiators at the moment. Oh, there's a lot of the curve that he's driven over there, Oliver Peterson, and that's probably not the safest way to go around. But have a look at them as they're coming down the main straight. Bit of sideways action. Two teammates going side by side. You got the rear end draft. Oliver Pearson, is he going to be able to make it in underneath his teammate? No. He's given no room there at all. Oh, look at that. Daly's on the outside. That's Jax Nova that's just passed both of them and come through. Great bit of work there by Jax Nova. He did a exceptional bit of driving there. I think I just saw another one hit the back wall. Someone else has just got themselves a penalty for failing to leave the race room. Oh, man. Oh, that was the incident from before. All right, so we are 20 minutes in. We have had carnage galore. We have had some battles coming through. We've got some drivers that are fighting their way through as well. Let's have a look where Leonage is at the moment. We saw the poor bugger have that spin early on. And how is he doing now? He's got himself beside the WKMP boys and one Andrew Cowan in front of him. So he's got a bit of work to do still, working his way from the back. Bit of damage control tonight. Tonight might be the race which you would use as a drop round. But you know what? What better training than fighting through a grid like this and working your way slowly? Racecraft is going to be at its tips. Have a look at this. Leonard's got the inside line on one of the WKMP boys. Beautiful move there. Made himself some space and got through nicely without even a contact as he comes through the next few corners. This is the corner coming up where he did his spin early on. He just taken the inside line, kept it off the curb. What an exit. He's already side by side of one of the EWT guys. Look at this. He's picking his way left or right. Which way is he going to go? Inside line, probably the safest one at the moment. EWT car will not fight this. And then he's got, who's that in front of him? That's Patterson in front of him. Not quite sure, but have a look at this. Under brakes, nicely done. Beautiful. That's Amos. He's just passed, I believe, in the golden car. But what a beautiful move there by Ryan Leonard's taking that nicely, dictating it all the way through. The WKMP car coming against Craig Healy of EWT. Will Leonard be able to catch up by the end? Oh, we picked it, didn't we? 038. The beautiful rejoin that we saw that flicked into path of a car and then proceeded to, oh no, who's that? That just went sideways. They fixed each other up. That was very lucky there. It looked like it was Cowan and one of the Pelicans coming through. Oh no, it was Craig Healy and one of the Pelicans. That car that did that beautiful flick turn, who was that again?
The Benny Hill worthy flick spin, that was Jordan Williams.
Jordan Williams has got himself a 30-second stop and hold, which I'm not surprised because he did a flick turn right here into the path of an oncoming vehicle, then proceeded to limp back on the racing line instead of pulling over and getting off the race line. So the race stewards would have been having steam coming out of their ears while he was doing that, just like we did up here in the box. So hopefully that's a learning curve for Mr. Williams. Do not flick turn onto the track. Flick away from the track. And then when you do enter the track, and stay out of the race line.
Always be careful when you flick.
Always be careful when you flick. You never know where it lands. Anyway, James Scott's got the fastest lap at the moment, viewers. He's got a 108.125. He's at the pointy end. Ryan Mueller is in second place. Billy Mole in third. Will Buchanan in fourth. And Jax Nova in fifth. Oliver Peterson in sixth. Troy Daly seventh. Luke Page in eighth. And I can't quite read who that is in ninth at the moment. Or 10th. Too blurry, she says. All right, there's still people calling things in and getting their way through that. Looks beautiful. That's in ninth place is Stone Street and 10th is Settler. So incidents coming galore, Mr. Watson. We are picking up a lot of the action, but you can't pick up all the action that's going on everywhere because there's incidents galore at the moment. A lot of things are being called in. Race control is kept very, very busy. Here we've got the cars coming down to EWT and one of the Pelicans coming down the main straight. Oh, the move from the inside line. He's got it done very, very cleanly. All right,
yeah,
he's coming through the corner.
Yeah, it was oddly enough Jordan Williams, one of the ones calling something in.
Oh, we've got one of the Tulip boys rotated around.
You can't park there, mate.
He's not in a great place, Lipsky. He's in a spot. Oh, here comes the race leaders as well. Oh, so, okay. Here's a bit of iRacing learning. Write this down if you're an iRacer. If you've got all your options turned on and you are... Safety car has been called. Okay, safety car has been called. All right. So if you have all your options turned on, fuel, tyres, and you are on a stop and hold, even if you turn those off, as you're approaching the pits, they will increase your stop and hold penalty. So you can come in there with a 30-second stop and hold, and all of a sudden you've got 50, 60 seconds. So you need to turn all those things off before you enter in so that you don't get an extra time on the stilts. Here's Ricky coming around the corner.
One time doing that.
And was that a touch?
Yeah, I think he might have got some help on that.
Yeah, I think he did too. Was that Billy Mole?
I couldn't quite make out who it was.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Someone just asked if they could pass the safety car.
I wonder if it might have been Buchanan instead.
Okay, this is it here, up from the bird's eye view. Unfortunately, he is in a really bad spot. And whooshka. There it is. Oh.
No? Yeah, it was a WKMP car. I think you're right. I think it might have been Billy.
Yeah, I think Billy's the blue one, so I think that would have caught him out because he would have. The pace difference is what catches these boys out on this track as well. But have a look at this. We've got who we got there in the front there. It's a back marker. Mr. Tomlin is there, loving his limelight in front of the camera. Kevin Wakefield out in the supercar, in the AMG. Oh, Chop, be careful. Keep it consistent, mate. We don't want you to see you in an accident there, especially we're on live TV, or as live as you get it. So let's go through the top 10 as we see them at the moment, gents and ladies. James Scott has got himself up the pinnacle point early on. He was lucky. He got away before all the action happened when Ryan Leonard rotated his car behind him. Ryan Mueller in second place. Billy Mole in third. Will Buchanan fourth. Jax Nova in fifth. Thomas Daly in sixth. Oliver Patterson in seventh. Stoney in eighth. Page in ninth. Sattler in 10th. And the list goes on. All right, Chops is being let to go around. He will get those tyres fired up and lit up.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have quite a few wave rounds.
Yeah, they've got a few to go. All right, no rain, so we didn't get that catastrophe, but we did get the catastrophe they call racing. But you know what? You see it happen in real world as well as you see it happen here as well. So it is what it is, yeah?
Yeah, with the some of the stuff we've seen tonight, if you would have told me it was raining, I would have believed you. This this definitely had all the shenanigans of a wet race, just without the wet.
Yeah. Geez, there's a few being unlapped there. Very lucky. We're at the halfway mark as well, viewers, so we've got a little bit of work to do. It looks like it's going to come down to James Scott and Ryan Mueller. The question is, when are they going to do their first pit run? You know, it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to do it now. But I haven't seen anyone go in. Tomlin's gone in. Lipsky's in for damage. But I really would have thought a lot more cars would have gone in.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised very few people have.
Here we go. Still a lot of work to do. There's still got a lot of people to unpackage and wave around. Tomlin's come out now. Tomlin's smart cookie. He's done his wave around and he's got a full tank. He's going to take advantage of a lot of these boys out there. He's got enough to go to the end because this car's got to do at least another lap. There's the big chief himself, Mr. James Scott, at the pointy end. Warboys has done extremely well. He's up 29 places into, I think he's in 15th, is he? Where is he? Yep, here we go. Nah. I'll tell you what, throw SDK in the tip every week.
Yeah.
All right, 147 passing the field left. So we've got a few more cars to go, viewers, and then we've got a sprint race on our hands. We've got 29 minutes. By the time we get this pit sorted, the safety car going, I reckon we're going to have about 26 minutes left. have a look at the amount of cars on track still.
Yeah, it's wild seeing how many cars are still out there right now.
Ooh, someone's unlapped themselves, and they weren't told. They were told not to. They weren't told to go. Ooh, who's 039?
I think it's David Duddle.
Oh, he tried to unlap himself, but he was told, no, you got to go to the back, mate. All right, cars are looking special. So 039 has got us into another lap. He tried to unlap himself, but he was involved in the incident, so I think he was involved in the incident or he was getting a penalty. I'm not sure where he is or what he is, but he was told he needs to go to the back of the grid, and we are doing one more lap.
Yeah, that's an oops.
Okay. So the problem's going to be, Mr. Watson, tyres are not going to be warm anymore. There's not a lot of people weaving around to keep them warm. All right, there's a bit of confusion in the background.
Yeah.
So they're trying to sort that out at the moment. And as we predicted, we've got 27 minutes. It'll be a 26-minute sprint by the time they get around. They're trying to sort out one more car who somehow is got out of the wrong order. So 039. All right, they've still got a couple more to be. So people are getting an education out there. And we've got the last few cars being unlapped. Di Feldman's unlapping herself at the moment, and her car looks very second-hand. A lot of dings and bings on that car. Oh, we're still going. 052. Who's 052? Where are we on this scheme of things? We must be coming to the very... Oh, 052, Scotty Weston. Okay. Here we go. Here goes Mr. Weston. He's flying. Look at him go. Whooshka! Just don't do what I do and miss your break point and slide straight off the track. I've done that before, and it's quite embarrassing because it's exactly when the cameras are on you as well. Oh, dearie me. I wonder if Mr. Scott is still awake.
I wonder if everyone's still awake.
Yeah. Viewers, if you want to see a car, this is a great time now. All right. Kev Wakefield's doing an excellent job. He hasn't spun it yet. He's had the second most amount of Kev Wakefield's is the second most lead laps in the track at the moment. All right. We've done, what have we done? 4 laps. So we've had cars that have tried to unlap themselves and messed up the order of lapping, and who's where and what in the zoo. So Mr. Barber has had to go through the list and double check everything. Better to do that than to later on discover that someone is in the wrong position and we have to go through that whole headache again. All right, Di Feldman's gone into the pits and got herself refueled. So unfortunately the pit lane is closed now. So she's waiting. She's waiting there. Unfortunately for Di, the pit exit wasn't closed and she was still waiting. They just closed now. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened there. So now, unfortunately, she's got to go to the back, but she's refueled. There's only a couple that have refueled. What have we got so far? The guys that have towed in are refueled. And then we've got, oh, look at this. Round Leonage has refueled and he's got himself, or is that from his earlier incident going through the pits? I don't think so. I believe he's refueled. So we've still got a lot of cars that have got to go through. What's 055 doing there? What's Marty Hughes doing there?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's been there for ages. Has he left the session or what? I'm totally confused by that. I'm sorry, but I've got no idea what Marty Hughes is doing there.
Have they noticed that his car is still there? They just
okay. He was been waiting to tow that whole time. So, unfortunately, being the incident driver, one of the incident drivers, I assume that he was, they get the last benefit of everything. Now, we have a birthday out there as well. Will Buchanan. Birthday, Mr. Buchanan. Happy birthday to you. All right, James Scott. James Scott finally has control. We've got Ryan Mueller chasing him down, Billy Mole and Will Buchanan. We are going to have a sprint. 22 minutes to go. Tyres are going to be cold, so hopefully the boys all make it clean through. We are go, 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 and Mr. Scott has led these boys out the middle of the field. Everyone has gone nicely and cleanly. Mueller is following him through. He's only 2 tenths behind him. Billy Mole has backed off a little bit more. This is going to be a gun of a sprint to the very, very end now. Taking the curb nicely. A lot of bounce there by Mueller's car. Oh, inside curb, nicely done. Using the outside curb as a camber. James Scott is leading these boys out, but Ryan Mueller is following him very, very closely. He is not giving him an inch at the moment and trying to stay in the tow as much as possible. Still calls coming through. 092's just called something. Oh,
yeah,
Miles is facing the wrong way, and that car looks average to say the least. It looks like he's lost all his teeth. Yeah, you would have thought he was from Frankston. Oh, on his own too. Oh, look at the way it just folded in, man. The dentures just fell out. Just see it. Chase is, didn't see him there, and he's tapped his car into the wall. While looking at it a little bit as well. There's got ultimate drop.
He got.
Oh, he got tagged by Ultimate Chop. Oh, I don't think he had much choice there either. He's gone out in front of one of the Tulip cars, but he was a passenger at that point still. Oh, let's keep going. We've got Kwashi's looking pretty special in his TMX coming through the pack as well. But the boys at the pointy end are battling it on like troopers. The fastest car on track is still a 108.125 by James Scott. Tonight has been some chaos. I tell you what, it's been more chaos than passes, that's for sure. But the boys are still trying to put on the show with 20 minutes to go. The sprint is on. Ryan Mueller is not giving up. He wants to get up at the pointy end as fast as possible. We've got War Boys there beside Alex Zekas, and they're going side by side. War Boys is tucked in behind one of the SRB boys and come through there nice and fast, but looks like Tzoukas is not going to give it up, but he hasn't got much of a choice because War Boys come through beautifully. Ooh, so car 616 passed under safety car conditions, and that is Matt Day. Matt Day has got himself a 30-second stop and hold. So he must have passed at some point under safety car. I'm not sure when, but that's how the cookie crumbles at the moment. But at the moment, we're seeing a lot of fighting everywhere up the field. Stevie Banks is under pressure at the moment. He has got Ryan Nielsen behind him, putting on some immense pressure in his car and almost sniffing the carbon monoxide coming off those exhaust tips in his beautiful black and lime Mustang. Jace Douglas is putting that's Alex Tzoukas is putting the pressure on at the moment. He's got pressure on him as we speak as well. Oh, War Boy's got tagged on the inside. He's not going to like that move at all. I think that was Travis. Who was that? Oh, Jacob Trainer. Jacob Trainer, that's right. Yeah, in the purple. I forgot that he loves his purple cars, but look at this 2x2 coming through the pack. Trainer, Tzoukas, War Boys just took that spot back from Tzoukas. Great bit of driving there by War Boys, and the pressure is on behind there. Rian Leonard is in the back there with him as well. Rian will want to be following War Boys as much as he can to get at the pointy end. They need to work together to catch up to James Scott. Scott has got these first 3 races. It's amazing point gatherings. Round, look at the pace he gets out of those corners under brakes compared to someone like Alex. He's got it beautifully underneath him. He's got the overpass done, and here comes one of the Blanchard coming through there on one of the TMX boys. Great move. 077 just called that in. Who's 077? Okay. Oh, that was Stevie Banks. Okay. That was a different incident he called in. I thought it was the one we were watching there with War Boys coming through. Yeah, that was Di Feldman. That was when she hit the side of War Boys coming through and gave him a little bit too much love. War Boys is fighting his way back at the moment as we speak, and doing a great job coming back from last place. So he's had a lot of work to do tonight. His trainer in his purple car right behind Leonard, putting the pressure on, trying to maintain as close as possible to him. He's done a lot of improvement over this season already, and behind him Alex Tzoukas following very closely as well. Back end battle here. Look at this. Oh, they got War Boys and Ryan Leonard, some of the fastest boys out on track in the mid pack, fighting for it. Oh, look at the way War Boys got around his teammate. His teammates tried to block off Leonard. A bit of team driving there, but on the look of it, I think that was that Blanchard? Who's that in the silver WKMP car? That was a bit of clever work there, that's for sure.
Like the most calm this race has been. And
It
this isn't
is.
calm. That's saying a lot.
You know that you just you just cursed it, didn't you? You had to say it.
Exactly.
Can we have a look at Travis and the boys up front? We are trying to get it around up and down all over the place. We're getting to get some battles for the action is. Unfortunately, up the front isn't always where the action is. Oh, have a look at that Ernie Toff. He did a Hamilton there. He did a Hamilton. He gained an advantage by going off that track. So he might be asked to readdress a position or two there as well. Have a look at this. Stoney has got the pressure on, and fighting for that place against a teammate. They are going for it. There is definitely no McLaren orders in this site.
No papaya rules.
No papaya rules at all. They're pumpkin rules here. They're going for it. They're pumping for it. All right. At the pointy end, you can just see the bottom screen. We've got James Scott leading him out and Ryan Mueller following him across. Then you've got Billy Mole coming through behind the boys, being chased down by Will Buchanan. Jax Nova is a little bit away from these guys coming down the back end. Oh, what happened there? That's one of the SRB boys, by the look of it. Mr. Break. Oh, he's just touched the grass. Oh, look at that. I thought he was going to catch that. That would have been classic move.
That would have been really sick if he had, honestly.
Yeah. Travis Daly's in the chrome blue. That's who we saw before. Give someone some love. It wasn't Billy Mole. Yeah. That's Travis in the bottom screen and Billy Mole in the top screen by the look of it. No, they're both Travis, except the chrome looks different.
Yeah, they don't do us any favors with how similar these paints are.
No, they don't. Getting used to them now, but there's still a few that'll get us confused here and there, especially when SDK's not working properly. That just chews my brain up. A bit of a battle here going as well from the back of the pack. We've got Stone Street, Oliver, Luke Page, and Brandon Levin having a great little tussle there as they're coming out of the final corner. Oh, just keeping it off the wall, and they're catching up to Travis Daly and Jax Pro at the moment. So hunting them down. Looks like Andrew Levin taking the inside line, not quite enough, close enough to make an impact at all on Luke Page. But ladies and gentlemen, at the pointy end, they're still going hell for leather and still cracking some amazing times. 108.125. Ryan Mueller is a 108.261. So there's not a lot in the pace difference, but James Scott just hits those apexes time after time, and he's got himself off to a 3.47 lead. Billy Mole has dropped off in third place to a 1.84 lead, but Will Buchanan is 3/10 behind him, putting on some immense pressure. You've got Oliver Patterson at the moment in the gold for the WKMP boys. And Reg James has just called something in.
Yeah, the question that's on my mind right now is, what exactly is the fuel situation here?
Well, yeah, I mean they had about 6 or 7 laps under there. I really, my brain's gone foggy. I can't remember James Scott going through the pits, to be honest. But there's drivers out there.
Either.
There's drivers out there that still haven't pitted, like Nova, Daly, Stone Street, Patterson, Page. Those 5 have not pitted yet. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens to those. That's if my SDK is correct. And I won't hold my breath, that's for sure.
Yeah, Kobe, are you able to see who's the last pit lap for the front runners here?
Have a look at Billy Mole on the bottom screen, fighting it out with Will Buchanan. These guys are going hell for leather at the moment. This is for the minor placings. This is for third place. These guys are going for it. Will Buchanan is 2/10 behind him at the moment. And here we've got our race leader, James Scott, passing some blue flags. This is the times of the race where the blue flags are just getting all over the place. They don't even know where they are on the track anymore. They are just becoming a hazard at that point because they're just trying to avoid getting in the way, and that's when accidents happen. Have a look at him already. Oh my God, Buchanan is going for it like you wouldn't believe. He's got the pressure. Billy Mole skips that curb, and he takes it a little bit wider. Buchanan tries to take it underneath him. He's got a little bit of overlap, but not enough. Billy Mole takes him out of there. Those cars are screaming down out of those corners, if you can hear them. Critical part here. This is where Buchanan, if he wants to get past Billy Mole's got to get a better exit. Billy Mole's taking as much of the track as he
got
can.
loose.
Use the apex. Yep, they're side by side. He's got him out wide. Billy Mole is not giving him much pace. Who's going to break later? Let's see those black lights go. Who's going to drop the nose first? Both at the same time. Mole has let them... he's done a great job there, Mole. He's just controlled and modulated that brakes enough to get himself some pace to get past Buchanan. But the battle continues. With 9 minutes to go, these boys are still going to keep going for the next 9 minutes. Tell you what. 0-8. Reg James has called something in. Here we go. Mitch Noble's had a quiet night tonight. We haven't had to call him out at all. And he is flying at the moment in... What place is he in at the moment? In
21st.
21st. Great work there by Mr. Noble. Here we go. As he's coming down the back straight. There you can see on the right-hand side, peeps, the racetrack where the giddy-ups go. Putting a lot of pressure on. He's got he's being hunted down immensely right now. Good old Mitchy Noble. Ooh. 350 to readdress behind 0-8. 350, that's John Gallen to readdress behind Reg James. Looks like Gallen is more than readdressed that now. Here comes the readdress right now. SDK is just telling me all sorts of lovely things. It's like Donkey Kong between Will and Bill. Will and Bill? It looks like Will and Bill's amazing adventures. Yeah, my wife got that one. Bill and Ted.
I got it too. Saw someone in the background. It might have been.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it is. But there is a couple in the pit. Oh, no. It's Aaron Smith. Car 147 in 30th place has got himself off into the mystery world. But ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last 6 minutes. Things are still heating up out there. We're still seeing some fighting at the moment. We've got a great little battle here with Blanchard on the front, on the bottom screen. Every now and again, you'll see Billy Mole and Buchanan. I just saw Buchanan's car go over a curb, and I've never seen this before in iRacing, but I saw sparks from underneath the car. That's a new one for me. Have a look at this under brakes. What a great bit of work there. That is some great passing manoeuvres going nicely there on the first corner. There we go. One of the TMX boys is gone in the pits. I think that's Michael Quash. Oh, James Scott is just going for it with the two fast boys coming through the pack. Warboys has got himself to 10th place. He's done a cracking job there. Where's Leonard sitting at the moment? I just can't quite see him. 12th place. Good old SDK is not telling me that, that's for sure. SDK reckons Reg James is in 12th place. There you go. Warboys in 11th, Leonard in 12th, Sattler in 13th. Scott in first, Mueller second, Mole third, Buchanan fourth, Stoney in 6th, Nova in 6th, Stoney in 5th, Nova in 6th, Daly in 7th, Patterson in 8th, Levin in 9th, and Warboys in 10th. So Warboys has got himself into a great position. So has Leonard after a disastrous start for both of them. But with 5 minutes to go.
Rolling without the greatest rejoin.
Oh, look at Warboys there trying to get around Levin. He don't know what happened there. I think Levin did not give him much room to get around. Warboys put the high beamers on for him and to tell him, listen, mate, here we go. Is Warboys going to get through here under brakes? Keeping it nice and tight. He's had a lot of work to do tonight, that's for sure. There's one of the back markers pulling off to the right. Levin is all over the back of Peterson. Oh, Peterson's rear end whips out. He keeps control of it, but it's going to slow him down as he comes straight. Levin should be able to get side by side if he can get the draft down the main straight, but don't think he's close enough. Will Warboys have a crack, though? Oh, he's trying under brakes. Not probably the best place to do it because it leaves the door open for Warboys to tuck in behind his teammate. And it nearly happened just like that in poetry in motion. Levin is in a WKMP sandwich right now. He is a little bit of ham on cheese. Warboys is taking the inside line. They're going side by side as they're coming through. Has he got enough traction coming out of the corner? Oh, Leonard is following. He's put his cards all the way on Warboys to get through there, but he hasn't quite made it. Leonard's let the gap. Now Leonard is having to go. Warboys is flashing those lights like crazy. Oh, look at this. Leonard just tucked in behind Levin. Now he's tucking in behind Warboys. This is getting tasty as we go through. Warboys got through. Warboys got through. Leonard has followed him through as well. What a bit of passing that was. We just missed that as it switched cameras. Later on, we'll have to come back and have a look at that because that was a great bit of driving there. Warboys was getting... Oh... Blue flag, warning to car number 4. Warboys was getting very frustrated with Levin there because Levin was not making life easy for him at all. But now Warboys has got himself all the way up to 9th place and 10th place for Leonard, both coming from the back end of the field with some amazing fighting. But on the other screen, Billy Mole and Buchanan have got a back marker in front of them that's just moved out of the way. That back marker was Di Feldman. And now Buchanan has just lost the tail end of Mole for the biggest gap we've seen him, about 4 tenths. All right. Top screen. Warboys chasing his teammate Patterson down now. He's got himself into a great position. James Scott is just doing what he wants out there at the moment, boys. 9 seconds clear.
Oh, man, Leonard got so close to the rear of Blake. Darn near gave him a bump draft going into the corner.
Amazing drivers, both of them. Amazing drivers. I don't know how they made it through that gap before behind Levin, but they almost created the doorway and just pushed their way through. Tell you what, though, we are not far off. We have got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I thought we had more time left, but we don't. I was going to say, the way they're going at the moment, Stoney was going to catch them, but he's nowhere near him. He's 4 minutes away. But the battle behind Stoney, Jax, Daly, very, very close. And Warboys and Round Leonard fighting a lot crazy as well. There's a lot to unpack as we come through. I'm going to take my camera to the bottom to James Scott as he's coming around the last few corners. Is he going to get a white flag? No. No white flag at this point. We are down to the last minute and a half. I'd suggest he'd probably get it next lap. And you see the pebbles on the side of the track almost look like snow. Have a look at this. Leonard, he's taking down the brakes. Not enough overlap to make anything out of it. But is he going to get the exit out of here? And is he going to fight for it? Look at Levin on the way back of Leonard as well. Are they going to take it all the way down to this corner?
Buchanan and Muller side by side while this is going on. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, I can hear it. There must be contact somewhere.
Yeah, I think they both barely avoided getting the wall, but yeah, they made some side-by-side contact.
This is like 2 title fights going on. We've got James Scott at the front, leading everyone out by 9 minutes, but then we've got Warboys and Round Leonard making a battle for it in 10th and 9th place. Really putting on a show, showing that every single point counts in the long season, and the way they're driving is so fast. Patterson is a bit of a sitting duck, but he's going to run out of time as we've got James Scott coming around the corners of the back end, coming up to the Dunlop at Dandenong end. And I couldn't be further from the truth. He's heading down Piratech at the moment, heading towards Dandenong. Here we go, yellow flag, white flag. White flag. So does that mean that Warboys... No, does that mean that James Scott is on the final lap? Because there was no flag before when he come past. So this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're coming down the Dandenong Road side of things, he's coming down the last few corners. James Scott is leading this out impressively by 9 seconds. We had, unfortunately, second-place driver Ryan Leonard rotate his car around at the Piercat exit. And here he is down the Dunlop corner, coming down the final straight. Ladies and gentlemen, V8 Supercars, Warren and Brown, V8 Supercar champion, James Scott takes it across the line to take first place at Sandown for our first 60-minute race of the season. He has made this a lesson for most drivers to learn from. 9-second deficit to Ryan Mueller, who's coming across the line. Oh, look at that. Brett Taylor getting involved there with, was that Ryan Mueller he got involved with? Oh, man, nearly took out second place. Here he comes now. Where is Ryan Mueller? Is he coming across the line? Oh, he's skipping the rear end out. He's pushing that car out like crazy. He is pushing the leather out of it. He has got himself a great gap, but he's going for as fast as possible. Maybe he's going for his fastest lap. We've got Billy Mole and Will Buchanan still fighting for the last spot on track. But here we go. James Scott is being passed by the second place car, fighting his way across the line as James Scott's going to do a few more burnouts, while Ryan Mueller is coming across to the back end and coming to Dandenong corner to take the final pass. Look at these boys go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got James Scott in first place, Ryan Mueller in second, Will Buchanan in third, Billy Mole in fourth, Travis Daly in fifth, Alex Zekas in sixth, Ryan Nielsen in seventh. In eighth place is Oliver Patterson, and in ninth place, Blake Warboys, and 10th, Ryan Leonard. What a bit of work they boys at the 10th and 9th place did tonight. That was unbelievable. Whew. 016 is the AM winner. Who's that?
Yeah, that is Mason Martin.
Oh, Mason Martin. There you go. Mason Martin, a cracking bit of work there. What's going on there? It looks like the boys coming into the pits got themselves a bit of a mystery. James Scott is giving us some 11s down that track and showing them boys how it's done. We have got also two Pelicans in behind him. Excellent work. Oh, Brendan Levin called something in for the lead lap as well. But cracking, I'll tell you what, bit of a confusing race for me in the back here, peeps. My system has not been working all night, which is sad to say, but the drivers have put on a sensational show. James Scott did some epic driving there, taking out the first 60-minute race of the season. Looks like, where's Stevie Banks going? Oh, no, that's Ryan Mueller. Where's he trying to get to? Oh, looks like oh, no, they gave up. I think the Pelicans were trying to get themselves a bit of a photo opportunity, but didn't quite work out for them. Alrighty. All right, ladies and gents. There's our winner. James Scott coming across the line with a massive 9-second gap on Ryan Mueller, followed by Will Buchanan and Billy Mole, who fought tooth and nail all the way through to the very end to get those final few positions. You can just see them as they come across now. We've got in first place James Scott, second place Ryan Mueller, third place Will Buchanan, fourth Billy Mole. All right, let's see who's going to come into the room, Mr. Watson. We have got Travis Daly, Ryan Mueller, and Billy Mole. I'd suggest that Travis is the Pro-Am champion.
Correct.
Yes, and we are waiting for Mr. Martin to come through. He might... Mason Martin. We'll be waiting for him.
Yes.
All right, let's start with Travis Daly while we're waiting for people. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night. Mr. Martin might not come in. But ladies and gentlemen, the Pro-Am winner tonight on a race full of carnage, full of chaos, massive safety car. And Mr. Travis Daly got himself to the pointy end tonight. How's it going out there, Mr. Daly? How was it?
Hey guys, how you going? Yeah, no, it was full on. It was chaos, like you just said, chaos.
Is it chaos because of the way the track is and the fact that if someone has the slightest error, there's nowhere really to run off to? Or is it chaos because driving was just chaos?
No, it's pretty much the track. Like we're everyone in here is fantastic drivers. It's how the truck the runoffs. Like you got the fast long straights, and then you got the deep braking. Like in this area where you got to slow ride up. Like it's just it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Excuse me, it looked like it was a few times where a few cars rotated around, the rear end slipping out, especially when the tyres were cold as well. The people were having issues with the back ends. How was your strategy? You went in for the pits when you wanted. Did you go in under the safety car?
No, I actually pitted lap 19, and I just dropped after I get in my tyres, and the safety car got called.
So perfect timing.
It wasn't really planned. It was just a pit strategy. I wanted to go in early because my tyres were going, and it worked out for me.
Excellent, mate. Well, great to see a strategy finally working for someone. Mine don't work for me ever. And that's no understatement. It's because I've got no idea. But it's good to see you having fun out there, mate. Who gets Mr. Daly out on track and supports you as a racing driver, mate?
Well, I just want to the big shout out to Wollonga Carts and Parts for taking me on board. Crocs Promotion Carts Australia, Stone Street Plumbing, Supercheap Auto, Pool Guards Adelaide, LGC Images for the amazing images they produce, Dave 37 Racing, Wallboys Motorsport, AMP Air, M1 Cars for helping me out along the way, and Peggy Performance and Dyno Gym.
Well done, mate. That was a mouthful, and you got them all right. That's congratulations to you, mate. Well, good luck for the rest of the season, mate. I hope it keeps coming trumps for you. It looks like your pace is improving as you have joined the WKMP boys. So you're obviously getting a little bit more practice and a little bit closer to their times. And congratulations on an epic night, mate.
No, cheers for that, boys.
Take care, brother.
Catch you later. Bye.
All right, so we're missing a few people in the room. It looks like we've got Ryan Mule and Billy Mole. I thought Billy Mole finished fourth, but did he finish third? He did finish third.
He held on to it.
He held on to it. All right, we'll drag in Mr. Mole. Ladies and gentlemen, third place of the Warren and Brown V8 Supercars on Tuesday night. Our first 60 minutes at Sandown, and he stuck it in the front end of the grid and kept it there all the way through. But Will Buchanan wanted to have it his way, and they thought it out till the very, very end. Mr. Billy Mole, how you going, buddy? And welcome to the room.
Yeah, right yourselves.
Oh, mate, it was a chaos night in here. It was a lot of action happening, a lot of incidents happening. I was listening to the race control, and it was on for young and old all night.
Yeah, it's pretty chaos. I'm glad I was out of most of that. But I've heard a couple of things, and that especially at the start of that race down turn 4, I got very lucky there. It kind of just parted away from me, which is nice.
That was chaos. And you know what? It was actually pretty good. There wasn't much car carnage. It was just really everyone stopped, which is good to see compared to last week at Belle Isle, where people wanted to remove the boot lid of a couple of cars and just kept going faster and faster into some massive chaos. But it was good to see tonight. At least everyone stopped and made it through. I think the worst one out of that was poor Jace Douglas. He went to the very back of the field and round coming from second down to... I think it was second last in the end.
I didn't realize it's that far back. Yeah, I think it coming out of a slower corner definitely helped, whereas Belle Isle is you're coming in there at like 5th gear, so it helped a bit, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, everyone was a bit better through there tonight, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%.
I was expecting a lot of a tough race tonight, especially the just the characteristic of this track is there's not much give in it. You make the slightest mistake and it could end someone's race. But how did you feel with the car? How's the setup feeling? How was it on track?
Not great. Honestly, it was terrible. It chewed the rears alive. That's the reason I definitely struggled against Will there at the end. It just chewed the rears. And also being crook and then your fan cutting out 10 minutes in the race did not help. So I was just sitting here. I feel terrible right now. I'm crook and I'm over it. I want to go to bed soon.
Well, mate, we won't keep you too much longer. Congratulations on a cracking race. And hopefully this leads to more pointy end battles for you. Good to see you coming into some form. Who helps the WKMP up on track, mate?
Yeah, Wodonga Carts and Parts, Crook Promotion Carts Australia, Stone Street Plumbing, Super Cheap Auto, Rebel Sports, BCF, MacPack, Pool Guys Adelaide, LGC Images, Dave 37 Racing, Warboys Motorsport, Send It Don't Bend It, AMP Air, M1 Cars, and Pecky's Performance and Dino Tune.
Well done, mate. Congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season, brother.
Too easy. See you later.
Take care, mate. Mr. Watson, you ready for Mr. Mueller?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, second place down the pointy end of the grid tonight, continuing some great form from season 3 and making sure he's up with the points, being consistent. Mr. Consistency himself at the moment, Ryan Mueller from the Pelicans. How are you, buddy? Mr. Watson has got a boot full of questions for you.
Yeah. You go.
Yeah, well, we didn't get the rain that a lot of us were kind of worried about, but it was definitely still chaotic even without the weather. Were you expecting this one to be as all over the place as it was?
It's a tight little track. It's probably one of my favorite tracks to drive around, but I knew there'd be chaos, especially on the first lap when you've got like 40 cars coming into some really tight corners that aren't really made for going too wide. But I was hoping all day that it was going to rain because I'd rather drive in the wet than the dry, as a lot of people know. But yeah, it was. I didn't think there'd be 2 safety cars. I thought there might be 1, or maybe 2. But yeah, it was pretty chaotic. I'm glad I got through the first lap without ending up in the fence. So yeah, it was. But other than that, it was pretty cruisy after that. I just put my head down and just thought about consistent laps and trying to keep with James, but he's a bit too quick for me. But we'll get there.
Yeah, how did you end up avoiding that calamity with Leonards there on lap 1?
I was going to go for a move, but then I pulled out of it, and I think Rehan just put his foot down a little too hard, and he spun, and I just cranked it hard left and gave it some stick and hope it didn't get fenced. But yeah, I saw Stoney do the same thing right behind me as well. So as soon as that happened, I know there's going to be a pile up. Erky got right behind me as well, which was good for us boys. But yeah, he unfortunately popped an engine, which sucks. But yeah, I'm glad to get through that. That would have probably wouldn't have ended up well if I was in the fence there with 40 cars coming straight at me.
No, and take us through the mindset when we were under that long safety car. How difficult was it getting yourself back in gear and kind of focused and hyped up for when you guys finally did go back green?
I was pretty much just cruising. I wasn't really stressed, to be honest. I knew I had some decent pace to be able to stay on the podium. I just had to keep driving and consistent and not make any mistakes. And yeah, every restart I just sat on James's bumper, trying to get as close as I can to him and maybe stay with him. I stayed with him for a bit, but yeah, he's got that little bit more over me and our boys on the setups, we think. But yeah, just consistent laps is how I stayed there, and just try not to burn the rears off it because these cars just go through the rear tires like there's no tomorrow. So you gotta be really gentle on the throttle. But yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad after that.
Yeah, ended up being a fantastic finish for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give?
I'd like to thank all you guys and Race Control for putting on the awesome league. Everyone at PER for their ongoing support, Lakehead Holiday Units, Majors Garage for the awesome setups, One Shot Pest Management, Track Racer, 8 Rivers Photography, our partner W Energy Drinks, and all the boys tonight for their awesome efforts, James and Billy for the podium, and our little mate Mason for winning the AMs tonight as well.
Alrighty, well, we thank you, Ryan, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, Ryan. You keep up, mate. You're doing some stellar work out there.
Thanks, mate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last of the evening. He's had to race all the way out the front on his own. He's had to wait in the booth for the last person to be interviewed. The champion at the moment sitting on top of the ladder and taking out our first 60-minute run at Sandown. Mr. James Scott, how are you doing, mate, and how was it?
Yeah, not bad, mate. What about you?
Not too bad, man. You had a cruisy night tonight. Once that second or third lap came and round just put the jangle down too quick around that Pier Tech corner, it was all over Red Rover for him, and just gave you a massive bit of breathing space. Were you just treating it as a training session tonight?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. I don't know, it was something really weird with Rehan there at turn 4. I got like a 4x or something, but I'm looking at the replay, it wasn't even near me, so I think there was some net code or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was unlucky for him. Wanted to have a good race. But yeah, no, the car was all right. It was a little bit average. It was not too bad. Can't complain too much, but need to tune it up a little bit. But yeah, no, it's a good little track around here.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites as well. Ryan said it was one of his faves. The setup that you've got in the car at the moment, you still keep tweaking it. You're not quite happy with it 100% just yet?
Yeah, no, definitely not happy. It's a very unique racetrack, this one. So you can't really use anything from a previous, racetrack that's half similar. It's very, very unique, and very unique. Car feels, it just feels very different compared to everywhere else. So, yeah, no, we'll keep tuning. Need to find a bit more long run speed. But yeah, we'll see what we can do.
What do you think it is about this track? Is it the first corner is a fast left-hander, then you got a couple of really slow corners, and then you got some really hard braking zones as well. What do you think it makes this track so special or so different to everything else?
The fact there's probably only 2 right-hand corners is is probably pretty unique. Yes, I don't know, what is there, like 8, 7 left-handers?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's only 2 right, so I don't know. It's and such heavy braking zones makes it quite unique. And need for sort of a lot of retraction, but without rising sort of high speed turn. But no, it's a good fun track, this one. It's very, in the old car it was very different. A lot of people running different wing levels, but around here, obviously with this car you can't adjust any of that, which kind of sucks. But max passing looks like really hard, but no, it was good.
Well, it's good to see you having fun out there, mate. You definitely did a lesson in driving once you Rian left you behind. Rian and Warboys got themselves to 9th and 10th, so they come through the carnage. So it was great to see. Listen, mate, congratulations on a stellar win. You've got yourself some good points early. I think the boys will be hunting you now, so you got a target on your back, and they're going to be going for you like crazy. But good luck for this season, mate. I know you've had some bad luck in the last few. We're gunning for you. And who gets Mr. James Scott out on track, mate?
Yeah, obviously all the guys at the Chiefs, Aussie Broadband, Westfield, Logitech G. Awesome for those guys. The rest of the podium, that was good for Ryan and Billy up there. Unlucky for Rehan. Sucks for him, unfortunately. But and you guys for the broadcast each and every week and race control. They've been busy people, but appreciate all their work.
They definitely hurt their money tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah.
If it keeps going like this, they'll be asking me for a pay rise. I'll have to tell them I've got no money.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, mate.
Radio every 2 laps. There was so many crashes, but don't
can hear it.
at all.
Yeah, I can hear it. I've got race control in my ear, and I can hear it all the way through. And I felt for Greg at one point where everyone was just trying to get the same thing out of me. He's like, right, everyone, off comms. But you know what, mate? It's great to see you out there. Great to see you having fun. Congratulations and good luck for the rest of the season, mate. Hope it turns around for you.
Thanks, mate.
All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, James Scott, the winner of round 3 of the Warren Brown V8 Supercars Championship on a Tuesday night, brought to you by SRW TV and the SRW League. All the fantastic people that work behind the scenes downstairs. We had our race director, Greg Barber, and race steward today was Tyson McAvoy. In the safety car was Kevin Wakefield. Downstairs in the booth with us pushing the buttons, Kobe is doing all the hard work. And beside me, Mr. James Watson, getting me some time to breathe every now and again and helping me out in the booth. It's a lot of fun. Mr. Watson, what do you take out of tonight's race, mate?
Yeah, this race was on drugs. I don't know which drugs, but whatever they were on all of it. This was one of the wildest races I have been around. I could not believe some of the stuff going on. It was honestly really.
You reckon up some GR86 vibers rubbed onto the V8s tonight?
Yeah, that is pretty much spot on. That was just absolutely incredible.
Some of the I think it's one of those tracks where you really got to be on point to get a pass right. And if you're not quite there and you do try it, it goes horribly wrong very, very quickly. It's not a track that's forgiving. If you do make that wrong call, you've got nowhere to go. You've got nowhere to back into. You've got, there's walls everywhere on some of the tighter spots where you're trying to make moves, and in the open area bits, well, then you're just drifting and drafting behind. Yeah, but look, it's a fun piece of bitumen out there. And some of the boys did really well. Some of the boys put it the wrong way. But I'll tell you what, race control was probably the busiest I've seen them so far.
Yeah, I don't know what more you can add to it. It was just incredible. Awesome, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Well, then we'll call it quits. We are off to some amazing racing as we come for the rest of the season. So make sure you get in there and hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button, get everything going. Put your comments in after the show, during the show. It all helps the algorithms. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you to Night Shift Collection. Thank you to mozaracing. Thank you to Shunt Scenery, to who was the other one that I was about to mention? Phoenix Driver Development and the team that is behind Warren Brown Tools. Thank you to them for supporting us and being part of this journey with SRW TV. And thank you to the viewing audience and drivers. Come back and see us again. Tomorrow night we have got the mozaracing Super Formula Light Series. Starts at 8 p.m. Come and join us and have some fun. The boys are going to tear it up on the track and show you some really special open wheel driving. Good night, everyone, and see you all soon.